So all these all the dark ones. So one in Auspex, one in Celerity, one in Presence, and then one in each of all of the mental, social, and physical attributes. We start with those, and we can't change those. The light one, these ones that were lit up, we can get rid of. But you'll note that they are limited to their particular rank. So we've got 2 social skills, 1 mental, 3 talents, 1 skill, 2 knowledge, and we have 1 discipline that we can use. Now, what I'm thinking of is going for these characters. So I'm going to be more a mental character type thing. I've got a lot of wits and dodge. I could drop one of them. So I could put up... No, maybe drop the dodge, but then I've got to put it into one of these 3. To max out seduction. So seduction is subterfuge and appearance. Right, intimidate, I'm not too bothered by. Persuasion is charisma, and investigation. Right, so this is where you start moving things around, because I want to boost my persuasion up to 3, because I think that'd be a nice place. Do I want to... No, I don't want to drop investigation, because inspection, search, and spot, which are usually... is the equivalent. So that's normally very good. So I don't want to drop investigation, and I can't drop something else to put into scholarship. So persuasion, I want to look at manipulation, which is haggle, which I don't necessarily mind dropping, and seduction. So do that. Now, what's haggle like? Haggle is finance, which would involve me dropping investigation and scholarship. So I'm not very good at intimidating. I'm not very... unless I want to drop wits to boost my intimidation. Which maybe I might do. Unarmed. I don't want unarmed. So I'll take brawl out. So I can put my defense up to 4. Or I can put intimidate up. Or I can boost my seduction. Now, the difference here is I could do that. And if I desperately want to boost my seduction, that'd be an idea if I want it high. The reason for that is as the game goes on, you get experience. And you spend, I don't know how much. I think they're triangular numbers, so I think it goes 1, 3, 6, 10, 15 for each of these levels. And here we just get these free points, so we can put them anywhere. So if I want to, so I could go there and let my intimidation go up by my own ability. I probably wouldn't be doing a lot of intimidating, and I don't know how much seduction I'll need. I'll put it in intimidation. I've talked myself into it. Right, now we've got to think about our disciplines. So we've got Auspex, enhances our mental faculties, and allows you to see the auras of those around you. All levels of Auspex cost 1 blood per activation. It's like mana. It's blood. Auspex, brilliantly, carries no risk of violating the Masquerade, because these are kind of internal effects, and that one is certainly, and it boosts up our own abilities. Right, Celerity. It gives us vampiric preternatural speed. The world will seem to slow while you remain unaffected. All but the first level of Celerity are obvious supernatural acts, and using them in safe areas is considered a violation of the Masquerade. So it's basically, if I do that, then we're perfectly fine. If I put it into level 2, we have such a speed enhancement. We're not just fast people. We're not just putting on a sprint. No, there's something odd there. So I'll see. Right, presence. The dread presence of the vampire can strike mortal fear into the hearts of their opponents. So that's the flavor text. What does it do? It reduces enemies' effectiveness in combat. All levels cost 1 blood per activation. Which this... Oh, it's the same for Celerity. That's brilliant. Great. I've got very cheap character. Except for the blood buff, which is always good, but fairly costly. Alright. Carries no risk. So, alright, level 1, -1 to strength, wits, and perception. Larger radius. Oh, this is radius. Cool. Mesmerised, -2 to strength, wits, and perception. So that's strength is unarmed and melee. Wits is defense and hacking. And what was the other one? Perception, which is ranged inspection. So it just really slows them, makes their combat a bit worse. It makes all their combat stats worse. And 10% chance to be mesmerised, which I'm guessing is stunned. Level 2 all specs, I gain a point to wits and a point to perception. So wits, defense and hacking, perception, range. Oh, that'll be good because I'm playing a more ranged character. Reveals the auras of all living and undead within a modest distance, short distance. I think we'll go with all specs, I think, out of the two. Actually, the last time I randomly generated, I say always. I've done this. This is my third attempt. I've done one where I went a little bit in, get to grips with the controls. I'll still be confused and clunky, whatever. I got a Toreador. The second time, which was this afternoon, I just wanted to check my sound because I've got a new microphone, so it kind of changed everything. So it changed some of my settings and stuff. I tried out as like a sound test, and I got a Ventru, who's slightly different. They're slightly more social. They are very much more focused on the social. But a lot of my other stats were quite low as well. So I think my haggle was higher. I think my haggle was 3. I think that's what it was. My haggle was 3. My intimidate was 1. These stats were lower. These stats were lower. I think I've come out just as social, which is what I wanted, but my other stats are better. So I'm very happy with this. I'm also very happy to be picking a Toreador. A lot of the Let's Plays I've seen really go, I'm going to play a Malkavian because they have really, really bizarre ways of talking, and because they're mad. And that's the premise of them. They've become vampires and they've gone crazy. And so they have really bizarre speech things, choices, that are completely irrelevant to the actual conversation and very much full of non sequiturs. I mean, from what I've seen, they're a bit funny. They're a bit kind of comic in that respect. And it's very interesting that to be different, you have to pick the ordinary. Whatever. So I'm gonna go. So I'm happy I'm not a Malkavian, which is good because I kind of picked ones that are kind of similar to what I would actually pick in real life. So I'm not mad, according to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which I'm sure would work at any psychiatrist's office as a personality test. Let's get on with the game. Onwards. Exit with our changes.